Hey, Domini here. I'm just dropping in live and unannounced because I took a spare hour I had this afternoon to start going over the material that I'll be presenting this Sunday in the live stream intensive for upper body openings in Gyrotonic. And man, the warm up is just so good that I wanted to share it with you all so you can just play with these experiences. And if you want to get back to me and let me know how it worked for your body, and where you felt like it influenced your workout that you might do after this, please let me know. I always love that kind of feedback. So anyhow, we're just going to drop in here because as a mom, I never know how much actual free time I have. So setup. I have my trusty ankle weights on. They're not that heavy. They're probably like 2.5 pounds each, but they're enough to really ground my legs. And then as far as the equipment goes, I've loaded up my tower with like 26 pounds, something like that each side. And yeah, we're going to do some upper body opening movements ish, but we're not actually going to use the lollipop for this. So we're going to allow these movements to translate through the spine and the body to find some more global openings than just focusing on the shoulder joint itself. So to start with, just take your elbows through the upper straps. And we're going to go back to, I believe it's like step 3, where upper body openings are introduced. We're going to sit on a narrow portion of the bench because of the load of the straps, you're going to need to narrow and ground with your pelvis a little more than usual. So you want to be able to hold that with your thighs. Taking the straps through the elbows now. Let's just go ahead and start with, we'll just do 4 of each for time's sake, of course, on your own. Feel free to do as many as you want, but know these movements go deep. And if you're using this as a warm up for a workout afterwards, maybe you want to limit it so that you save some of yourself to expand later in different exercises. And we're just going to go ahead and start the frontal plane circles. So out, down, in, up. Let the scooping action be something that you notice as opposed to one that you try to manufacture. The extra load of the straps is going to help you stay cognizant of all the different mechanisms that are going on in the shoulder girdle. And I want you to also notice how I'm moving a little forward, right? I've got a lean going on, so I'm counterbalancing against the straps, which essentially allows me to feel like I'm upright and not being pulled back. As you lift the scapula, feel the lengthening move through your spine and also through the muscles of the side waist. It's funny, I talk so quickly that sometimes I miss syllables, but it's just because I'm trying to keep abreast of all the thoughts going through my head that happen as soon as I tap into movement. So if you do the same, don't worry, you're not alone. Let's stay with our original concept of 8. So just a couple more, feeling the narrow lift as you come up. And as you press your elbows out, how that effort widens. So you can think about how the serratus, which is a muscle that wraps around the side of your ribs, and it's just on top of some of the rotator cuff muscles, how that's expanding like extra wings. And how the pushing out to the side is something that feels like it's coming around your body. And that's because the scapula slide on the rib cage. We are not living in between panes of glass. We're living on an earth that rotates. We are also spherical. Let's reverse that motion now. So exhale, slide your arms down. You're going to feel your lats engage to pull the top of the arm down. Press it wide. Feel your abdominals engage. And then lift the elbows up. Float into your sky. Pull it in and slide it down again. And let the movement cultivate the breath that happens in your body. So we're not trying to breathe in synchronicity with the movement. We're allowing breath to do that naturally. When you start to feel some heat start to rise up around the bones and muscles of your shoulders, good job. You're doing it right. 3 more. Now clasp your hands behind your back, or clasp your hands behind the back of your head, I should say, interlacing the fingers all the way to where the webbing is, and press the back of your head up into that so you feel your spine engage. As you do that, also reach your tailbone down through your legs so you feel those lines of connection down to the feet. Pardon me, I have to turn off my laptop. Welcome to life at home. So here we are again, lengthening the spine, pressing out with the arms, and take a breath through that so you feel all the different muscle lines that are engaged in different ways. At the bottom half of your exhalation, we'll take one elbow down to initiate kayaking. Inhale into the other side and keep on going. So your obliques are really involved in this. They're initiating the power for the movement. And the breath is cultivating the expansion that stretches the muscles that connect your arms to your torso. You should feel this going all the way down to your hips as well as out your elbows. And then we'll reverse it, pressing our gaze up and back to the opposite elbow to lift the whole side of the body. So your eyes take your body with them. If I were to look forward and do this, it would be more of an isolated movement. By taking my eyes with me, I integrate the whole of my torso. And can you feel how the muscles of your lower abdominals are working with your pelvis to keep you grounded, as the upper ones are working to help you extend? Come up, inhale up into your palms, and then exhale, bring the arms down to like an eagle setting. Inhale wide. And we're going to do a twist and pull with the arms pressing forward and the gaze pressing forward. So the emphasis energetically is on the front arm, not the back arm. And the breath creates a lift to the lumbar spine. Feel how the neck warms up while you do this, because the rotation is beneath the head. And then we'll do the opposite, looking back. So now the front arm is grounding more, and the rest of me is directed backwards. Come back to center. Now we're going to slide those straps down to our hands. We're going to turn what was the kayaking motion. So if you want, you can just have the hands in your hands, rest them behind your head. Revisit the kayaking motion. It's going to feel a little different here, no big deal. And we're going to do it bigger. The hands pressing forward in a front crawl action. So we're going to have 8 going forward. You're trying to maintain your relationship with the resistance of the straps. So we're naturally working ourselves on the angle of force that's coming off the upper straps here. Feel the reaching through the front of your body as well as the back. And then take it back. Slow down your inhalation so you can feel everything that's going on inside your body to allow for this to happen. There's rotation in the arm. There's this climbing under that we do so much in the gyrotonic system. And then we're just going to lean forward and make some circles. So we're going to open our arms down. Bend the elbows in, swim up, find the length. 3 more of those. Notice how the abdominals help you to connect backwards as the arms help you to push out. Reverse. Now, we're going to go ahead and lie down on our benches. You can just let your head rest over the edge. Your legs are just going to drape. And we're going to do some shoulder circles here. So extend your arms forward like you're swimming again. And then take your arms around behind you. So the straps are lifting your arms. You should be able to really feel the scapula gliding on your back. Bend through the center. Notice the abdominal engagement and then push forward. 3 more of these. Reverse. So this is pure shoulder movement. I should say pure shoulder girdle movement. We're not letting our spine flex and extend as we mobilize the arms. And the force of the machine is taking them behind our body. Drop yourselves down more. Take one arm backwards. Inhale. Exhale, bring it forwards. Change sides. Keep your head looking down. Do that one more time each side. And then as we go back, we'll follow the hand with the head. Inhale, scoop back and up. Bring it forward. You can allow a soft following of the body, but notice as it happens. Come back up. Now remember, you're quite loaded here, so this is going to feel different. We're going to have 4 circles seated, just like we're doing regular upper body openings, but no lollipop. 4 circles forward, 4 circles back, and then 4 figure eights. And you can start to notice how that scoop now is really natural. And because of the additional resistance, you're just especially aware of everything it takes to stay in one place in space as we allow what we want to have move, start moving. The only thing I'll tell you about your breath is the more you close your mouth and ask yourself to do everything through your nose, the more you're going to become aware of the choices your body is making for you. And those are good ones to pay attention to. There's no way your arms are going to do this on their own. They're going to ask your abdominals to help. The breath is the connection between the two. And our 4 figure eights are going to be the last thing we do. So we'll do 2 looking down and 2 looking up. If I get distracted and look at the camera, that's me. You do you. and then give the straps back to the machine. Let's take a breath seated. Notice that rumbling rise of spaciousness in your body now. And then maybe we'll just try a free arm circle in each direction, just because it's so smooth. We'll do a little feeling of the silk on the way down. Exhale, let the fingers brush the air pressure in front of you. And then inhale and exhale through your nose. Bring your tongue to the roof of your mouth. So thanks for joining me for that. Feel free to use it as you wish. Notice also what's more free or available after you try it. And please let me know. Send me a message, leave it in the comments. If you haven't signed up already for Sunday's Intensive and you want to, there is a link in my bio. Of course, you can shoot me a DM. You can comment. I mean, clearly I'm going to get it to you. All right. Happy Thursday. Enjoy. Yes, I'll save the video, Trina. It is going to my list, of course. And the replay is going to be up on live for a little bit. I hope I see you there.